Australia is a land of jaw-dropping contrasts, ancient mysteries, and some of the world's most bizarre natural wonders. Is the only place on Earth that is simultaneously a country, an island, and an entire continent. It's the sixth largest country in the world, yet it has one of the lowest population densities. In fact, over 80% of Australians live within 50 kilometres of the coast, leaving the vast, red outback almost entirely empty, stretching over 7.6 million square kilometres with wildly diverse landscapes from beaches to deserts, rainforests to alpine snowfields. Off the coast of Queensland lies the world's largest coral reef system. It is so massive, stretching over 2,300 kilometres, that it is the only living structure visible from outer space. It's home to thousands of species of marine life, from tiny clownfish to giant humpback whales. Australia is home to the world's oldest continuous living culture. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have lived on this land for over 65,000 years. At the heart of the country stands Uluru, a massive sandstone monolith that is sacred to the local Anangu people. One of its most magical features is how it changes color, from glowing orange to deep violet, depending on the time of day and weather. About 80% of Australia's animals are found nowhere else on Earth. While it's famous for kangaroos and koalas, it also hosts the world's only egg-laying mammals, the platypus and the echidna. Fun fact, there are more kangaroos in Australia than there are people. The scary side is that Australia is home to some of the world's deadliest snakes, spiders, and even the box jellyfish. But despite the reputation, fatal encounters are actually very rare. No story of Australia is complete without the Sydney Harbour. The Sydney Opera House is an architectural marvel with over 1 million tiles on its sails. It was designed by a Danish architect who won an international competition, and it has since become the most recognised building in the Southern Hemisphere. Australia is home to several pink lakes, the most famous being Lake Hillier. From above, it looks like a giant pool of strawberry milk. Scientists believe the color comes from a unique species of algae and bacteria that thrive in its high salt content. The continental drift in Australia is the fastest moving continent on the planet. It's drifting north toward Asia at about 7 centimeters per year, roughly the speed your fingernails grow. The Great Barrier Reef is the only living thing on Earth visible from space. It's bigger than the UK, Switzerland, and Holland combined. The Daintree rainforest isn't just a forest, it's a time capsule. At 180 million years old, it is the oldest tropical rainforest in the world, predating the dinosaurs' extinction. Uluru, the red center, its massive sandstone monolith is taller than the Eiffel Tower and extends 5 kilometers underground. It's famous for changing colors from bright orange to deep purple at sunset. The monotremes in Australia is home to the only two egg-laying mammals in existence, the platypus and the echidna. The quokka, known as the world's happiest animal, these tiny marsupials on Rottnest Island are famous for smiling in selfies with tourists. Cassowaries, found in the Daintree, these birds are basically modern-day velociraptors. They can jump 2 meters high and have 12 centimeters dagger-like claws. The deadly myth, while Australia has the world's most venomous snakes and spiders, you're actually more likely to be killed by a horse or a honeybee than a snake down under. Ancient roots. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have lived here for over 65,000 years. Their Dreamtime stories are some of the oldest oral histories in the world. The no worries lifestyle, Australians value mateship above all else. A mate isn't just a friend, it's a cultural philosophy of loyalty and equality. Sporting obsession. In Melbourne, the day of the AFL Grand Final, Australian rules football, is a literal public holiday. Australians are so sports mad that about 70% of the population participates in a sport weekly. The language: Aussies love to shorten words. Breakfast is brekkie, a mosquito is a mozzie, and a service station is a servo. The meat pie is the national on-the-go snack. Australians consume an estimated 270 million meat pies a year. The Tim Tam Slam is a YouTube favorite. You bite off opposite corners of a Tim Tam biscuit, use it as a straw to drink hot tea or coffee, and then eat the melting biscuit before it falls apart. Vegemite is made from leftover brewer's yeast. It's a salty, savory spread that most foreigners hate, but Aussies crave. Pro tip for your video: tell your audience to spread it thinly with lots of butter. Fairy bread is a staple at every Aussie kid's birthday party. It's simply white bread, butter, and hundreds and thousands sprinkles. As of late 2025, Australia's population has hit approximately 28 million people. Despite its massive size, Australia has one of the lowest population densities in the world, about 3.7 people per square kilometre. Almost 90% of the population lives on the coast. If you look at a night map of Australia from space, the centre of the country is almost pitch black, while the edges glow with city lights. Australia is one of the most multicultural nations on Earth. About 30% of the population was born overseas. That is a higher percentage than the USA, Canada, or the UK. Over 10 million people, more than a third of the whole country, live in just two cities, Sydney and Melbourne. Australia has over 10,000 beaches, enough to visit a new one every day for 27 plus years. The world's longest fence, Dingo Fence, spans over 5,500 kilometers to protect livestock. Australia is famous for its quirky iconography, like kangaroos on coins and in logos. The big three mineral resources of Australia are iron ore. Australia is the world's largest producer. Most of this comes from the Pilbara region in Western Australia. It is the primary ingredient for global steel production. Australia is a top global exporter of both metallurgical coal, for steel, and thermal coal, for electricity. Key regions include the Bowen Basin in Queensland and the Hunter Valley, New South Wales. Australia holds the world's largest gold reserves. The Super Pit in Kalgoorlie is one of the most famous sites, and the country is the second largest producer globally. Australia is a land of ancient wonders and modern marvels, where Indigenous culture meets vibrant urban life, and incredible nature takes centre stage, from coral reefs to red deserts to snowy peaks. Thank you for exploring Australia with me today. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned as we discover more of the world together.